Hey everyone, welcome to this explainer. Today, we're going to break down exactly how to take back control of your day. And you know what the absolute best part is? You literally do not need a 5 a.m. alarm or some insanely expensive ice bath routine to pull this off. We hear so much about the extreme morning routines of the ultra-wealthy, but honestly, the truth is actually much more grounded. Today, we're pulling from some fantastic insights on what financially successful and highly productive people actually do before their screens even light up. So get comfortable because we're going to fundamentally rethink those first few minutes of your day.
Just imagine this. You wake up, roll over, reach for your device, and before your feet even touch the floor, boom, you've already checked Instagram, fired off 3 messages, and opened an urgent email. You are instantly consuming other people's priorities. It's totally reactive. But there's a much better alternative, and that's the intentional morning. This is all about creating a space where your mind belongs entirely to you. No endless scrolling, no reacting, just you deciding exactly what your day is going to look like before the world just barges in.
So let's dive right into this core question. Because look, while there's no magic routine that's just going to guarantee wealth overnight, highly successful people deliberately protect their attention right out of the gate. They recognize that if you don't take charge of your morning, your device absolutely will do it for you. Your phone is a phenomenal tool, for sure, but as a master, it's a terrible tyrant. So how do we actually take control?
All right, moving into Section 1, protect your mental space. Specifically, we're looking at defending your attention.
Here's the crucial point, right? Your brain doesn't just wake up with this unlimited, endless supply of attention. When you immediately start consuming news or texts right out of bed, you're literally giving away your highly limited daily focus before you've even decided where it should actually go. I mean, think about it. If the very first thing you see is a stressful news story, your mood immediately shifts. If it's social media, you might instantly start comparing your life to someone else's highlight reel. If it's a work notification, well, your attention is hijacked by what they need from you right that second. You have a finite amount of focus every day. Don't spend it before you're even out of bed.
So instead of just reacting to everything, successful people actually sit in silence to process things. I know, that can feel super uncomfortable at first. No music, no podcast, no scrolling, just silence. But by asking yourself a few specific guiding questions, like the ones we're looking at right now, you create space for your own ideas before the world's opinions enter your head. Actually, sometimes the absolute best ideas don't appear when you're consuming information. They only bubble up when you finally stop consuming it. Just asking yourself, what actually deserves my attention today, is a total game changer.
The moment you check your phone, someone else's message immediately becomes your problem. By protecting just those 15 to 30 minutes from friends, family, clients, and those endless advertisers, you're making an active choice to start the day creating rather than reacting. And hey, it doesn't mean you're ignoring people, it simply means you're choosing when to become available. Imagine planning to work on your business, but you check one message, watch one quick video, solve one little email problem, and suddenly 30 minutes are just gone. You gotta protect that time.
Which brings us to Section 2, physical and financial alignment. This is all about building early momentum.
Listen, moving your body sends one very simple message to your brain. The day has started. You absolutely do not need some grueling 2-hour gym session or a 10-mile run at 4:30 in the morning. Just 10 minutes of walking or stretching creates this vital momentum and seamlessly transitions you from sleep into an active, focused state. It could be a walk outside, a few push-ups, some light yoga. The goal isn't to burn hundreds of calories before breakfast. It's literally just to send a physical signal to your brain that the day has officially begun. The best routine? It's simply the one you can actually stick with. Now, what's really fascinating about this daily financial review is how successful people avoid losing motivation. They keep their long-term money goals front and center using these simple awareness questions, rather than completely obsessing over short-term stock market movements. If you're trying to become financially successful, you have to remember that financial progress can be incredibly slow. Checking your investment accounts every single morning? That just creates unnecessary stress. But glancing at these guiding questions, that builds real awareness and reminds you exactly why you're working toward financial freedom in the first place.
Okay, let's look at Section 3, execution and compounding wins, taking control of the day. Because let's be real, being busy is definitely not the same thing as being productive. Choosing your tasks intentionally ensures your phone actually becomes a tool instead of your boss. You can answer 50 emails and still make absolutely zero progress on your biggest life goal. You can work 8 hours straight and genuinely wonder where on earth the time went. By identifying just one major task and 2 smaller ones before the distractions even arrive, you set a rock-solid anchor for your entire day. It's really the difference between consuming and creating. Securing a meaningful win before the world starts demanding things from you, like writing 500 words, reading 10 pages, or mapping out your business plan. That creates absolute unstoppable momentum. If you want to be a successful creator, spend 30 minutes writing your own script before you watch someone else's video. If you want to get healthy, take that morning walk before you scroll through fitness influencers. Do something that makes you feel like you've already won. Start your day creating, not just consuming.
I absolutely love this concept. Wealth isn't usually built through one extraordinary morning, it's built through thousands of ordinary days repeated consistently. It perfectly hits the nail on the head regarding the reality of compounding wins over time. A single, incredibly productive morning isn't going to completely transform your life on its own, but hundreds and hundreds of mornings where you consistently invest just a little bit of time into something meaningful, that is going to create a completely different future for you.
Let's wrap this up with Section 4, the power of intentionality. Your morning, your choice.
Attention is literally one of your most valuable resources. Remember, becoming successful isn't always about just doing more. It's really about protecting your attention long enough to actually do what matters. Because once you give that attention away, you can't get it back. Some wealthy people wake up early, some wake up late, some meditate, others don't. There is absolutely no one-size-fits-all perfect routine. But the universal thread is that they give themselves a few precious minutes to decide what matters before they let the internet decide for them.
So here's a really simple challenge for you for tomorrow morning. No expensive equipment, no insane 10-step routine, just 30 minutes of truly intentional time. Tomorrow morning, don't try to overhaul your entire life all at once. Just follow this list. Wake up and leave the device alone for a half hour. Hydrate and get a little movement in. Figure out your one major task for the day. And then, just spend 10 minutes working on it before you look at a single notification. I guarantee you will be shocked by how entirely different the rest of your day feels.
So tomorrow morning, what will you do with your first 30 minutes? Your phone is still going to be there when you're ready, I promise you. The emails aren't going anywhere, the social media feeds will absolutely wait for you. So the only real question left to answer is this. Tomorrow morning, when you wake up, are you going to hand your absolute most valuable resource over to whoever happens to message you first? Or are you going to keep it for yourself and build the life you actually want? The choice is entirely yours. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I'll see you next time.